How's it, guys? So welcome back to the channel. And obviously in this session we're going to speak about why Bitcoin is actually going down, and I'll speak about where I expect Bitcoin to go down to within the next couple of days. Obviously we have to talk about other impacts like the dollar and obviously the news. We do have big news today. I will be going over that just now and where the dollar is actually heading. So yeah, essentially Bitcoin is looking like we may hit that 25K level, but we will speak about the probability of that happening within the next day or two. So first off, let's take a look at crypto bubbles to see what's actually happening in the market. You can see most of the coins are down a lot, especially Hex. Hex noticeably is down the most out of all of the altcoins. Then PLSX is also part of Hex's blockchain, and then also PLS as well. So yeah, the noticeable gainers are Render and LDO. So if we have a look at these charts at the moment, we can obviously see what's happening here. So let's take a look at Render, for example. So this is what I'm looking at for Render. You can see it's actually currently breaking its daily high. So yesterday closed bearish, but on the 4-hour time frame, this is the level that obviously price is getting rejected from. Okay, so if price rejects from the zone, this would be a good area to obviously short it, but you can't really trade Render with futures at the moment. But if you're holding any of these coins, this is where I would be looking to accumulate. Okay, so I'll be looking to actually accumulate within this $2 range, because when you look at the daily time frame, you can see prices making a higher high and higher low, so it's in a clear uptrend, right? And what we need to see here, if price breaks these highs right now within today, well, then the next noticeable area of resistance is that $4 zone. But I wouldn't expect price to actually break this level within today, just because of the fact that crypto is bearish at the moment. But Render is finding some relief in the markets. So yeah, this area is the area I'll be looking at to obviously buy some Render. It's around about a 25% drop. So if Bitcoin goes down to that 25K level that we will speak about just now, obviously this is a scenario that I'll be looking at to buy some Render as a long-term hold. Okay, but currently I wouldn't look at entering the market right now, because you shouldn't be looking at buying at the highs. You should wait for price to make a higher low, and this would be the area at $2. Okay, so at the moment it looks very bullish, but I would expect price to actually reject from this area. You can see that it's actually approaching Tuesday's highs. Okay, so I would expect price to reject from the zone. So if you do have any Render, I would be looking at selling some here and then buying back at $2 at a lower price. So this would be the buy zone over here. Okay, but we do need to speak about news today. We do have GDP news today. It's red folder, so what that means is it's high impact news. So normally when it's red folder like this, we do see a lot of volume in the markets. So I would expect price within today to obviously move a lot at Hoppers 4, which is in an hour and a half from now. Okay, so this isn't the buy time. So you would have to so it's 1 hour and 30 minutes until this actually should play out. So before I go to Bitcoin, I just want to speak about the dollar index, okay? Because obviously the dollar had broken those highs from yesterday and broke this 103.119 level, okay? So this was the level that I was telling everyone, obviously if price breaks the zone, we may see a dump in crypto, and currently it's approaching this 105.17 level, okay? So this level over here is a resistance that the dollar is most likely going to come up to. Okay, and if the dollar comes up to this zone, that's when we're going to see Bitcoin come back down to these lows over here. Okay, so we're going to see Bitcoin come back down to this 25K level. So if the dollar carries on pumping like it is, then obviously this would be the scenario where you would be looking at selling, shorting Bitcoin at this level and then longing it at this zone. So essentially what I mean by that is when price taps into this zone at 105.17, you'd be looking at longing Bitcoin. So whenever Bitcoin, whatever price it's at, you'd be thinking about longing it at that zone because the dollar is at a really crucial level of resistance. Okay, so yeah, for me, I would be waiting for that to happen. So I'll show you my trade that I'm looking at right now for Bitcoin. So essentially, I'm looking at a long at around about this level here, 24,800, 24,600. Okay. So if you're looking to the left here, the amount of wicks that we have at this area is telling us that price rejects from the zone. Okay. So the more wicks you get, the more rejections, obviously, and you can see price dips at this level. So we had price come up to the zone more than 4 times, and then we got a rejection back down to this 22,000 zone. So obviously, if we see a massive wick, so what I'm expecting is for price to come down, tap into this area, stop out all these people that are longing at the zone. So what I'd do is I'd rather go for a lower leverage play here, because then you can put your stop loss at around about 24K, just so you have a bit more room, because there's going to be a lot of buy orders sitting here at this level. So for me to take a long here, I wouldn't go more than 20 leverage, just because of the fact that you need your stop loss to have some room for price to actually trade within that level. Okay, so that's a trade I'm looking at. It's obviously on the higher time frames. You can actually set a limit order, so that's what I've done. I put a limit order for 24,800, and I'm expecting it to get hit within the next couple of days. But if we come down to the lower time frames, what I'm looking at now is a short. I'm looking at a potential short at this level here. Okay, so I actually got hit at the zone. I didn't take the trade. That was 30. Yeah, just over an hour ago. So it actually hit the entry zone at that level. So I didn't actually take the setup, but essentially I would be targeting these lows over here. Okay. So what I would do is I would put my stop loss above this level at 26,395. Okay. And that is your most recent high. You can also put it above this high over here, 26,500. But I would expect price to, come down from the zone. So you can see it tapped into this area. The reason why I put that area over there was because it is a rejection zone. Okay, and this is an area where sellers are most likely selling over here. So there's a lot of limit orders that are set for this area, and that's the reason why I did put a setup over there. I didn't actually take it. You can see it hit the entry point, but obviously I didn't take it. So if you did put a limit order there, well, then you would be looking at a nice risk to reward around about 1:3.5. So at the moment, for me to take the setup now, I wouldn't take it at the current price, because the entry is what you should be looking for here. And obviously, if you're taking it at this entry here, the probability of it coming back and tapping into the zone is quite likely. So I wouldn't take it short right now. Yeah, on the 1 hour chart, it looks very good. I mean, it tapped into that zone, and we should see a rejection. Yeah, so that's pretty much my Bitcoin thought. You can see over here on this chart, if we have a look at over here, you can see that on this time frame over here, the 1 minute, if we go down to the 30-second time frame, we can probably see a bit more. So if we have a look here, yeah, it's broken this low here. So you can see even on the 30-second time frame, it's failing to create higher lows. Okay, so it's creating these lower lows and these lower highs. So I wouldn't enter a short now, but obviously I would be looking at more shorts and longs at this moment, because obviously the whole structure of the market right now is bearish. So you want to be trading with the structure. Okay, so yeah, I mean this is the trade that got hit. And you would be targeting these lows over here. Okay, so you would be targeting these lows at 25,000, 26,000 would be the take profit levels. But I mean, if you actually draw your lines here, you would have a level over here at 26,100. Okay, and then your next take profit level would be probably this level here. Okay, So once this level gets hit, for your take profit, you would want to move your stop loss to break even, okay? So you'd obviously have to calculate the fees involved. So obviously 0.12% would be the level that you would want to put your stop loss at, because that is where you have to cover your fees. So at this level, you would be break even, okay? So yeah, this is the trade that obviously did take place. But yeah, this is something that I'm looking at. If there's any other charts you guys want me to go over, just let me know. I can go over those charts. But at the moment, there's not much else to look at. The market's very dry. I think what we need to wait for is definitely the news. Okay, the news will obviously bring some volume, and then obviously New York Open will also bring some volume, and that will be within the next 2 hours. So yeah, we would have to wait for that. But currently, we're not going to be looking at any other setups. But I want to take a look at a few of the altcoins. I do want to take a look at a few of the altcoins just to see if we can find any setups. But yeah, this is the setup that we did take. If you guys do have any coins, just put them in the chat. So let me know, and then I'll go over those, and then we can obviously speak about that. So let's take a look at some other coins, for example, right? I'll leave this Bitcoin chart like this so you guys can see it. But essentially, you want to be taking profit at this level over here, and then this level over here. So there's two zones you want to be taking profit at here. And then once this level gets hit, you move your stop loss to this zone at $26,070. Okay. Yeah. So for me to actually take the trade now, it doesn't seem like it's viable. But what you could do is you could actually take a short again from this level, and then put your stop loss, back above this wick here. But I mean, it's all about the entry, so I wouldn't take this trade right now. Let's take a look at a few of the other coins. For example, we looked at Render earlier. Let's take a look at the coins that we can trade. So like XRP. Yeah, XRP. Let's actually reanalyze this. Okay, so yeah, I mean, XRP closed below this zone over here. So you can see this orange line right now. Okay, XRP closed bearish below here. So what that means is we're most probably going to see a dump back down to these lows. Okay, so this low over here, right, is the low that price needs to, obviously, we would be looking at bouncing from that zone. Okay, we take a look at the 1 hour chart. We've closed below this level here. We can see that there is a bit of structure that's forming like this. It's forming these lower lows and these lower highs. There is this trend line that you can see over here. If we have a look at the 30-minute chart, it will look a bit better. So let's have a look at the 30 minutes. I will be looking to short XRP. Let's take a look. Where would that be? Okay, well, I'd have to come down to the lower time frames. Yeah, I'd probably short XRP at this level over here. Okay, at the 0.45 zone. So I'd look at shorting in this level here, and you could actually look at take profits at around about 0.44. Okay, your stop loss would be above this wick over here. So the risk to reward for this trade is 1:10. So this is something that I would want to take, because your risk to reward for this trade is so high. So you'd be losing 0.2%, but you're gaining 2.15%. Okay, so for me, it's a no-brainer to actually take the setup. Yeah, so I would wait for this to happen. I would wait for price to hit this level over here, take a short back down to these lows, and then you'd be looking to take profit at this low over here. Your second level would be at this level here. Okay, and that's the trade, right? Yeah, I mean, it looks bearish. The whole market is looking bearish. Let's actually put that down. TP1. Okay, and then obviously TP3 is below here. Yeah, so that is the XRP setup. We broke this low. I would expect price to come back up to tap this 0.45 level, and then we should see a dump. back down to these lower levels. Okay. But yeah, we're not in a trade, but this is a trade that was executed within the stream. But yeah, it was at 26,000 and 26,300 was the entry level. And then yeah, XRP, we'll wait for this trade. I want to keep this one open because potentially we could catch this in the stream. And your risk to reward is just very, very nice here. It's something that's worth taking. Yeah, there's also this fair value gap over here that you could actually look at shorting. So what I would do is probably do something like this, right? We may see quite a big wick in this zone. So I'd actually move this up a bit. And then put your stop loss above this wick over here. And entry would be at 0.4511. Okay. And these are the take profit levels you want to be looking at. Yeah. I would love to see this work out, because this, if you look here, right, we have a 5-minute resistance over here. So that would be the ideal area to short at this zone. Your stop loss would be above this level here, and you want to be targeting this zone, and this zone. So yeah, that's the XRP setup. Bitcoin, you know, still not breaking these highs. I mean, once Bitcoin on the 30-second breaks these highs, we may see a little bit of a rally, but nothing too crazy. The only thing I really see for Bitcoin is, you know, a potential move back up to 26,500. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much all I see for Bitcoin. It's coming back up to this zone over here. You can see that we get a bounce from this area. We had a bounce over here, a bounce over there. So that would be the ideal to also short Bitcoin at that zone, because at the moment it's currently just holding this range. But yeah, we did take a short at that area. Okay, but yeah, at the moment just waiting for the setup. Let me know if you guys have any coins you want me to go over. Put that in the chat, and I will be going over those, whatever you guys want, right? So yeah, we're only looking for this trade at the moment. Currently just looking at this one. Let's have a look at some other setups. Yeah, let's look at ETH. ETH is also very interesting. The reason why I'm not in a trade for ETH is because of this retracement here. So let's actually pull the fib and see where price is most likely going to head here. So if we draw the fib from the high to the low, from this level, you know, I'll be looking to short ETH at around about this level here. Okay, I'll be looking to short ETH at 1803. Your stop loss would be above this wick here at 1811, and take profits would be, you know, this low over here. So 1 is to 6.5 would be the risk to reward. Obviously at the moment we are getting a bit of a move back up here, and it's currently at support. So we could possibly see a bounce from this zone, but I'll be looking at this, something like this, right? You have your stops just above this 50-minute high, and your take profit would be these lows over here. Okay, so yeah, sure, I'll go over LTC right now for you now. So this is obviously the Ethereum setup, and then the XRP setup we have there, and then the Bitcoin trade that we put on earlier. Okay, so let's have a look at LTC. I actually haven't looked at LTC in a while, so it'll be interesting to see what's happening there. Let's see. Yeah, so let's pull up the daily time frame and see if there's anything that's noticeable here. Yeah, I mean, on the daily time frame, we obviously closed below. No, we didn't actually close below this level here. Okay. So looking at LTC here, it's kind of just in a range, right? You know, there's not much. It's not really in this downtrend. It's still actually trading upwards over here. So LTC, you know, you could actually catch a very, very nice short over here on the higher time frames. Okay, So this is the trend line that's happening for OTC. Price is obviously bouncing off the zone, bouncing off the area multiple times. So for me to take a setup here, we have to look on the lower time frames, because obviously we bearish within the day. But at the moment, you know, we are seeing a bit of a retracement here. So what I'll be doing here for OTC is looking at this. Okay. Yeah. I would wait for price to come back up to this level over here. This zone at 86.52. And I would actually look at shorting from that area. Okay. Then you want to be targeting these lows over here, essentially. I mean, that's quite a big drop. It's around about 11% move. Okay. Your stop loss would be above here. So this is more of a lower leverage play. But yeah, at the moment, this is something that I'm looking at. Okay. Nothing too crazy, but you can look at a lower leverage play here. There's also this level on the 1 hour chart. Obviously, if this level doesn't get hit, you can see we've already tapped into the zone. We could look at shorting this area. Okay. So if we see a rejection from this zone over here, then I'll be looking at a short, and your stop loss would be above this high over here. Yeah. And then you want to be targeting, ultimately, you want to be targeting these lows. Yeah. So your take profit 1 would be this level here. Your take profit 2 would probably be over here. And then you can let the rest run until Bitcoin actually taps into that 25K level. So most of these charts, once Bitcoin starts falling and breaks the lows, we're probably going to see a massive drop in the altcoin. So we'll probably see a lot more drops in the altcoin market, just because the Bitcoin dominance is so high at the moment. And, you know, we need to watch out for that. If we have a look at that chart for the Bitcoin dominance, let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, on the Bitcoin dominance chart here, you know, we are getting rejected from this level here at 48%, 48.9%. And the weekly candle is looking like it will close bearish here. So this is obviously going to give some relief to the altcoins. But, you know, for me right now, I'll be waiting for price to obviously break these lows here for the altcoins. Because if we take the total 2 market cap, which shows you the altcoins, at the moment, it's currently breaking these lows. So when the altcoins lose market cap, Bitcoin actually gains more market cap. And it makes the altcoins actually drop a lot harder. So you can see yesterday it closed below this key level. So the next key zone for the total 2 market cap would be this 533 level. Okay. I mean, on the daily time frame, it shows that all the altcoins are coming down. Yeah. So for you to look at a long position wouldn't make sense. Just based on this, we've broken so many supports at this level. Broke this wick, broke this wick. All of these wicks have been taken out. So I would expect price come to here, and then we would see all these trades play out. Okay. So yeah, that's the current situation that I'm looking at the moment. Does anyone else have any other coins that they want me to go over? So we did go over a few. XRP was the one. Yeah, let's see if this gets tapped into. This is what I'm looking at, a short. So I want to be shorting at this level here, at this orange line. Okay. I'm not in a short. I want to be shorting, right? If price hits this level, I will take a short. And then you can have your stop loss above this wick over here. I mean, I think it's only around about 0.3%. So if you're using 10 leverage, right, it's only 3%. So let's just say you have $100 and you put 10 leverage on this trade with $100, you would only lose 3%, but your gain would be 23%. So the risk to reward is very good for this trade. Yeah, let's see what happens here. I mean, this is a typical rejection zone, but I would want price to actually just wick into this area over here. It's a better area to sell. If there's any other chart you want me to go over, just put it in the chat, and I will be able to go over that. It looks like we are getting a bit of a bounce here, mainly just for XRP. Bitcoin's still holding. Yeah, so XRP is just trying to fight this level over here. Okay. So I really want to try to see if we can get hit within this trade, within the stream actually. But I won't settle for anything. I would only wait for price to tap into the zone over here. So the 0.4513 area would be the area I want to be selling. Anything below here, you know, it doesn't look too good. So let's see. I will keep this open for now. And then obviously Bitcoin. Let's have a look. Yeah, so this setup is gonna play out, it looks like. This was the setup that I did go. I'm not in this trade, but it looks like it will play out. Yeah, so I mean at the moment it's kind of just a waiting game. We do need to just be patient here. I do want to see this obviously this level stop loss for OTC. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Over here. Yeah, I mean, it's around about 86.22. So you want to be waiting for price to tap into the zone. Obviously, if prices, you know, if Bitcoin's coming down here, it probably won't get hit. So for you to actually take a position now, you know, I wouldn't actually take a short. But it does look like it's going to come down. So let's just say you wanted to short at this level. You know, you'd have to put your stop loss above this wick here. Okay. So at 80, you know, 84.82, that would be your stop loss area, okay? But I mean, at the moment, I wouldn't take a short shot. I'd rather wait for price hit this level, because the thing is, at the moment, we don't need to take too many setups here. And OTC, it's already broken this low. So what I'm expecting is we haven't actually tapped back into this area. So there's still a bit of room for price to hit the zone, and then we take shorts. But if you take a short now, well, then you're going to get stopped out, and then you end up taking the shorts from earlier. So for you, just remember, if you wanted to take a short now, obviously your stop loss will get hit if price taps into that zone. So I'd wait for price to actually, you know, tap 85.48. Yeah. But yeah, at the moment, it's just this XRP trade that we're looking at. Yeah, let me know if there's any other charts you want me to go over. I've gone over a few. There is mainly just this setup here. And then, yeah. I'm still waiting for this XRP trade to happen. So if you're wondering if I'm in this trade, no, I'm not. I'm waiting for price to hit this area over here. Obviously, it looks bearish, right? You know, we're seeing a dump. but this is where I put my entry, and this is where I expect price to tap before we come down. And obviously if that happens, it happens. Yeah, Bitcoin looks like it's coming down now. On my screen. Here we go. Sorry about that, my screen just went off. Yeah, so this, if you guys just joined right now, I mean, this was the trade that we did give. It did tap into that zone. I didn't, like I said earlier, I didn't take it, but these are the levels that you are expected to take profit at 26,100 and $26,000. Okay. Yeah, so let me know if there's any other charts you want me to go over. But Bitcoin does look like it's coming down from this zone. Yeah, you can see it tap straight into this fair value gap and then actually dropped pretty much instantly. So yeah, I mean, it looks very bearish to me. I don't see price coming back up to the zone. XRP, you know, you could actually, I would be taking a short at this level here. If it comes back up to the zone, you could look at putting your stops at 0.4513. That would be a good area to put your stop loss at. Okay, so if it comes back up to 0.505, this would be a good area to take a short. Because it does look, I mean, if Bitcoin's coming down and XRP is at resistance, you know, we should see price come down, right? So yeah, at the moment, we just need to be patient here. But the main thing right now is the news. So obviously the news is what's going to shake up the market. We have GDP news, and this will obviously bring quite a lot of volume. So I mean, for me to take a short now and then the news comes out in 1 hour's time, you know, you have to make sure you put your stop loss at a reasonable position, because, you know, essentially you could get stopped out. But yeah, I think I've gone over most of the charts. There's not many other charts that I'm looking at right now. It's mainly just this XRP trade, waiting for price to tap into the zone. If there's no other questions, I think we can call it a stream. It is a bit boring, the market structure today. Obviously, we had that massive drop within yesterday and this morning. So for me to just sit on the stream and wait for these trades to play out, it doesn't make sense. So make sure you put all of these lines on your chart, and if it gets hit, look for a sell at this level here. And then for Ethereum, same thing goes. You want to be looking at a sell at 1803. But if Bitcoin's at support, I mean resistance right now, then price is most likely going to come down. Okay, so yeah, thanks everyone for joining today. It was a quick stream, but yeah, I do appreciate everyone being here. And I'll see you on Monday. I won't be doing a stream tomorrow, but on Monday I will be doing one.